Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. My name is Stefan, news anchor here in Ottawa with CTV News, and it is an absolute pleasure to be with you for this exciting announcement. I have to tell you, this is some good news that we're going to hear today, and it is good news that I think our city could use. Having born and raised in the nation's capital and being in this pandemic, it has certainly been a difficult time for us all to see some of the health crisis that families are going through, but also to see some of the financial decimation that is impacting local businesses. And so this will be helpful to them. I want to thank you all for being here for this exciting announcement. Everyone that's in the room with me today, we are few, but we are mighty. But those of you on Facebook Live as well as the Zoom call, thank you so much for being present. At this time, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Sonya Shorey. She is the Vice President of Strategy, Marketing, and Communications for Invest Ottawa and Bayview Yard. Sonya.
Thank you so much, Stefan. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with you today, safely, physically distanced, at Play Food and Wine, just one of the amazing restaurants here in our region. We are very, very grateful for your exceptional coverage of all the businesses, the Main Street companies, and our community. It is needed now more than ever. And it's an honor to be here today on behalf of Invest Ottawa, lead economic development agency for knowledge-based industries right here in the capital. And today we are here to help the small businesses that are the heart of our neighborhoods and community. The restaurants, shops, service providers, trades, and so many other businesses that we all rely on every day. We know the pandemic has devastated these companies, the people and the families who lead them and our main streets, and now they need our help more than ever. Today, we're incredibly excited to announce a new initiative that will enable us to come together to give our small businesses the help they need and to help future-proof our neighborhoods. Today, we are launching the Ambassador campaign for our digital Main Street program here in the capital. We call it DMS. So what is DMS? With critical support and investment from the Government of Canada through FedDev Ontario, the Province of Ontario, and of course building on critical initiatives and support from our city, DMS enables small businesses impacted by COVID-19 to get online and get selling quickly. Our goal is to help them generate revenue, attract customers, build their business during and beyond this pandemic. It enables all kinds of Main Street companies to access essentially their own digital marketing agency, professional support teams and learning resources quickly, easily, and for free. We know that is critical. And how can you get access to this program? Visit investottawa.ca/digital Main Street. If you're a business owner and you're not sure if you qualify, not sure exactly which program or service might be for you, reach out to us. We have an entire team dedicated. Our venture development team is here to help you and guide you through those programs and services. And today you're going to hear from some of the amazing business owners across our city who are putting these free DMS tools and resources to work to support their business growth. Now, we aim to help hundreds of Main Street businesses impacted by the pandemic right across our region, business owners from every single walk of life. We know we can't do this alone. We need to do this together as a community, and we have lots of special guests who join us in this goal today. This includes many city councillors, our friends at the Ottawa Board of Trade, Ottawa Tourism, our BIAs, and so many other partners across our region. And you. We need you to help us achieve this goal. We invite you to join our citywide DMS Ambassador team and help us spread the word about this impactful program so that more companies can get the support they need. How do you become an ambassador? Visit investottawa.ca/ambassador to register with us. It takes less than 60 seconds. A member of our team will reach out to you, and we will equip you with a custom hashtag, URL, and a bilingual promotion and social media kit that you can use right across your networks. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. We want you to use these so broadly when referring business owners to this program so that they can access it and we can collectively achieve the impact that we know they need. We're going to create a wave of promotion right across our city to make sure every Main Street company in Ottawa knows how DMS can help them during these challenging times and generate revenue. And we look forward to releasing lots of new social media resources. We have lots of surprises along the way planned for you. That includes extending thanks to all of you for being ambassadors. And we will enter all individuals and organizations into our Ultimate Ambassador Contest. Nothing like a little friendly competition across our neighborhoods to make sure that we achieve the impact we need. We will award prizes to individuals and organizations that generate the greatest social media buzz. That's things like shares, likes, exchanges, all of that social media activity. We will track it, and the prizes that we award will directly support our Main Street companies, helping us to collectively increase our impact even further. So we welcome all ambassadors, all referrals to our DMS program, and collaborating with you to help our Main Street businesses survive, thrive, and drive our economic recovery. And with that, it is now my great honor and pleasure to welcome Ottawa's greatest ambassador, our co-chair of Invest Ottawa, His Worship, Mayor Jim Watson.
Great, thank you very much, Sonya and Stephen and Stefan, the three S's. Thank you for hosting us here, Stephen, and your wonderful restaurant Play in the beautiful and historic Byward Market. I want to thank Michael Trombley and Sonya and the entire team at Invest Ottawa for the great work that they have done to bring this program right here to small businesses throughout the city of Ottawa. We have a number of city councillors, members of our economic task force, local BIAs, the Board of Trade, of course, Ling I see on the screen, and some great entrepreneurs. Thank you all for joining us here at Play as we launch the very exciting digital Main Street program. As we've seen over the last few years, or last few months rather, it seems like the last few years, public health has the ability to dramatically affect our economic prosperity. The National Capital Region's unemployment rate prior to COVID was at a 30-year low. Now it's at one of the highest levels it's ever been in a decade. Notre taux de chômage est à son niveau le plus élevé en 10 ans. I know the pandemic and the measures we put in place to contain the spread of COVID have been exceptionally difficult for businesses. Some businesses were forced to adapt and change their business models or potentially face the alternative of going out of business. This certainly hasn't been easy on anyone, but things are looking up, and we've slowly and safely reopened much of our economy. But we have to be vigilant because, of course, today we saw our numbers go back up to 61 cases of COVID-19. We need to continue to take a controlled and responsible approach to doing business, one that won't set us further back, and the last thing we want to do is to start closing businesses again. I do want to thank sincerely the business community in Ottawa for doing its part, because so far there have been no outbreaks in restaurants, bars, or gyms, which could have been higher risk environments had business owners not put in place the necessary precautions. I know it's not easy, a lot of extra work and a lot of extra cost, but it's the only way we can reopen the economy and run businesses while keeping customers, employees, and our whole community safe. C'est la seule façon que nous pouvons réouvrir notre économie de façon sécuritaire pour notre communauté ici à la ville d'Ottawa. Our Main Street and small businesses are the backbone of the local economy and our community, and this is why the city is committed to supporting the Main Street businesses during these challenging times. Nous sommes là pour appuyer nos petites entreprises. Together, the city and the Economic Partners Task Force have done good work to put in place measures while encouraging the safe resumption of business and restoring business and consumer confidence. We've accomplished this through initiatives like the city's property tax hardship deferral program, the Buy Local campaign, the Business Reopening Toolkit, the Patio Innovation Program, and the Rural Tourism campaign, just to name a few. I encourage all businesses to continue to innovate their practices to respond to the pandemic and adapt their customers' evolving needs and preferences, and that means a shift to doing business online. To help with that is the Digital Main Street program that Sonya talked about, delivered by Invest Ottawa with the support of many community partners, including our business improvement areas, BIAs, and the Ottawa Board of Trade, which is available to help our Main Street businesses to get online and generate new revenues. It enables restaurants, retailers, skilled trades professionals, and home-based businesses to access their own mini digital marketing agency, professional support teams, and learning resources, and it's all at no charge to you. Ces services sont offerts sans frais pour aider nos petites entreprises dans tous les coins de la ville d'Ottawa. We need to get the word out about this valuable program that can help businesses make it through the pandemic, and we need your help to make sure all Main Street small businesses know all about the program. We have some of our ambassadors here today. They'll be helping us spread the word amongst the business community, and I challenge you watching today to do the same. The more ambassadors we have spreading the word and informing people, the better. We know winter is coming, and with it will come new challenges for our Main Street businesses. The shift to doing business indoors might not be comfortable thought for many residents. We know that this makes many of you nervous. Our team is working on a fall and winter economic recovery plan to help businesses open and increase customer confidence in the safety of indoor operations, and stay tuned for more details in the coming weeks. But we also need to help our local businesses get online quickly. Je suis certain qu'en travaillant ensemble, ce programme aura des résultats positifs dans notre communauté. Again, I encourage you to help us in these efforts by becoming a digital Main Street ambassador, and you can learn more by going to investottawa.ca. That's investottawa.ca. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, Mayor Jim Watson. Thank you so much for your time and for your support today. We also have Stephen Beckta in our midst, who is no stranger to the capital's culinary scene. He is the owner of Play, which is the venue hosting us right now, but he also owns a couple more restaurants in our city, Gezellig, as well as Beckta. Thank you so much for being here, Stephen. Let's start off by asking you, what are some of the greatest challenges that you faced during the pandemic?
Well, thanks for being here today, and thanks for asking that great question. Obviously, the in-person dining experience is very different than it was before the pandemic, with reduced seating and reduced sales, and we needed to find new ways to serve our guests online and at home during this time. So we created our Curated by Beckta brand to do just this for at-home delivery. It was a very challenging thing, but it's something that we just needed to do to reinvent our business.
Amazing. You are truly a restaurant legend in our region, and we're very excited to welcome you as one of our very first ambassadors. Tell us why you're so passionate about that opportunity, Stephen.
Well, thanks very much, Sonya. So I was very lucky and grateful to get some supercharging help from some good friends in this new world, and now Invest Ottawa, and seeing the difference that it made in our survival and survival of other small businesses. I want all small businesses in Ottawa to be able to get this same kind of supercharging help to be able to survive and thrive in this new pandemic world.
Amazing. We can't wait to work with you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Michael Trombley, President and CEO of Invest Ottawa and Bayview Yards, and another ambassador for our DMS program. Michael, over to you.
So much, Sonya, and I do want to just express to everyone out there the important role that you have played in helping to establish the Digital Main Street program, not just for our region, but for right across Ontario. So thank you for that. This is a very important program to our region. I think we all understand the economic impact that Main Street businesses have and the effects the pandemic has had on them. And so for our company, we've been providing small business enterprise services for many years. So being able to actually build on that skill set and that experience, and to actually amp it up in a way that helps companies to not only add things like digital tools to their business, but adopt them into their business models for long-range resiliency, to me is a really important part of what we're trying to achieve here. This idea of future-proofing and resiliency is an important feature of what we're trying to accomplish. But I'd go further to say that Main Street businesses reflect our entire society. So there is an opportunity for everyone from every walk of life to take advantage of these services and to thrive as the economy comes back. So it's our commitment as a company to lean in and help you with all of the partners and ambassadors that are part of this. We look forward to serving you. And I look forward to hearing from a number of our companies today, in addition to Stephen's great words. These are the words that matter. We definitely want to be relevant in the recovery and in supporting all of your business needs as we go forward. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We're going to hear from Magdalene Kuhlman right now. She's the owner of Mags Magazine in Ottawa South, a management and consulting business that provides leadership and inspirational training and services internationally.
Magdalene, we had the chance to speak yesterday, and I'm fascinated by your work. Tell us a little bit about how you are working already with a DMS digital squad and how it's helping you. Oh, she might be on mute. The
2020 is, I think you're
on mute.
Thank you so much, Sonya. I want to say that the DMS campaign and the program is amazing. Already, I had 2 meetings with the DMS team, and I was blown away by the level of expertise in helping me to meet the challenges that I'm currently facing as a small business owner. So as you know, I provide inspirational leadership training and coaching, and these are in-service, in-person services. So with COVID and the limitations for, social distancing, I couldn't do this. And I knew that there was an opportunity for me to take my entire business online, but I did not have all the tools and the skills that I needed. So having this program in place and meeting with the team, already after 2 meetings, I've got a plan. And they are already helping me to take my business more at an international level now, so that people across the globe can access the services that I have to offer. So I'm really excited about this.
I'm so thrilled to hear
The
that.
purpose of this program is to create new sources of revenue, new access to customers, and open up new markets. So we are very excited to be working with you to help achieve those goals. Thank you, Magdalene. It's now my pleasure to introduce my good friend, Ling Chang, President and CEO of the Ottawa Board of Trade, one of our instrumental partners in this program and so many other initiatives.
Ling, I hear collaboration is something that you stress in your work. Can you tell us why it's so important to you?
Absolutely, and thank you for asking that. The one thing I think we can all agree on during this experience is that we are completely connected, and that the economic prosperity of our community and our public health are one thing. And so collaboration and the act of utilizing our collective resources toward our collective goals is a pinnacle of how we work and what we believe to be a competitive advantage in Ottawa. It always has been, but even more so now, where we see that business, community, and government has to work together in order for us to realize a recovery. So most of the work we do is around advocacy and working with the government to create policies and programs that can create a competitive business environment. And we're asking the community and all consumers to be COVID wise, to follow the recommendations of public health, but also to buy local and promote local. And when it comes to business, we really applaud those businesses for their resilience, how they have committed to being COVID wise, and we're asking them for an opportunity to help them embrace innovation so they can move forward.
Amazing.
I've spoken so many times about how many sources of information there are. I know our companies, your members, they on occasion feel quite overwhelmed with the flood of information that's flowing. Why is the Ottawa Board of Trade working so closely to promote Digital Main Street with us?
Yes, Sonya, you know, as economic stakeholders, it's always a challenge to disseminate the most relevant information to our target audiences, and it's something that we continue to adjust and refine so that we can support our business community. But really, we're committed to promoting Digital Main Street really for 2 reasons. We've already talked about how local small businesses are not just part of our economic fabric, but also our cultural fabric. And this sector of our community has been on the front lines of this war with COVID. They have maintained their resilience, they have worked hard, but they really need some targeted support in order to survive and to thrive in this new economy. Secondly, digital transformation was already on the radar as something that we needed to level up in Ottawa. And there have been tremendous strides, probably 10 years worth in this last 6 months. But not all businesses were in the same position to move forward. And so we really believe that Digital Main Street is a great opportunity to leverage our collective resources and support many businesses who would not otherwise have been able to make this transformation.
So, Ling, one more before we let you go, and I did want to ask, how can small business owners benefit from this type of future proofing?
I mean, this set of challenges that our businesses are facing, they had no way of anticipating it, and in many cases, they were not prepared to do it. And so thank you to Invest Ottawa, all of the partners, including the government, for giving us an opportunity to support them in a way that they might not have been able to do otherwise, or so quickly, so that they can grow into the future. So the main thing that we have learned during this time is that we need to be agile and creative, take advantage of opportunities like this, and to support each other to grow so that we can take care of the opportunities that these trends that are now in our business community and that small businesses can take advantage of.
Thanks for that, Ling. We're going to bring Oase Khan into the conversation right now as well. He's the owner of Ottawa Samosa in the West End.
And you know, I had a great opportunity to chat with him yesterday. And first, maybe just tell us a little bit, Oase, about some of the challenges that you're seeing out in our neighborhood, because I'm out in Ottawa West with you.
Well, hi everyone. I'm very happy to be with you. Thanks for inviting me to speak. So I'm Oase. My wife's name is Romana, and we started Ottawa Samosa in 2014. But we actually just moved into our full-time commercial kitchen just this past February. And so this is before everything kind of started going down with COVID. You know, although we're located in the heart of Canada, we have a very low street presence because we're a ghost kitchen. We're located inside. We have a commercial kitchen that's located inside of a small Indian grocery store. So we rely heavily on foot traffic, you know, for people to even know that we exist. So when COVID hit, then you know that really created a challenge for us because you know. At first there was the shutdown, and then after that there was, you know, as things were opening up, it was still people were apprehensive to come to go out. So it was really vital for us to have a more stronger digital presence. And so we created a Shopify e-commerce website, but that's just the first step. Now we need people to actually come to the website, and that's where I found that you know, this program through Digital Main Street is I'm hoping will be very helpful for us.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about how else you might be thinking about leveraging our DMS program to support some of those important goals. What's exciting to you?
Well, I mean, I think just creating a website, even if it's a great website. I mean, our website is ottawasamosa.com. It's you know, it's I think, I mean, and other people have told me that it's a pretty good website, but I think that's just the first step. Like I mentioned, it's getting people to come to the website, getting the word out there that we exist. You know, is the challenge right now. And so through social media posts, or you know, just to kind of you know, just having a strong digital presence is really important. And I think that this future-proofing program is perfectly tailored for just that.
Amazing. Thank you, Oase. Future-proofing really is about looking completely different business models, new ways of doing business that enable the generation of revenue and attraction of new customers. We're thrilled to be working with you, and I'm coming to get some of your great food very, very soon, safely. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Juan Miguel Sinani, owner of Dominic's Academy of Music in another great part of Ottawa, Orleans, Ottawa East. They are celebrating 50 years of operation in our great city.
Hello.
Juan Miguel, how are you?
Doing very good, you?
Good, thank you. Singer live music has always been important to me and a tremendous part of our city that we have seen lost or fall by the wayside during the pandemic. How has DMS helped keep music alive for your business?
Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for having me here, and it's nice to hear everything you guys are saying. I think it's going to uplift the community and, well, just remind everybody that we're all together. So, but yeah, for me, I had my first call yesterday, and it was very helpful. I saw the team, the way they responded. They had already sort of studied my situation, and I'm looking forward to continue with them. I have a meeting tomorrow, and yeah, to tell you a little bit about me, that's it. You know, we got hit pretty much right away when it all happened, and we had face-to-face music lessons, and the relationship between students and teacher kind of got cut. And now I'm looking to adapt and to continue, well, so the relationship continues from here.
All right, Juan Miguel, well, we're certainly rooting for you and wishing you all the best. Councillor Mathieu Fleury is also joining us. He is the councillor for the Rideau-Vanier area.
And like all councillors, Councillor Fleury, you are seeing the front line up close and personal, the storefronts, many of whom you know so well personally. How are small business owners holding up in our region through this crisis?
Well, hi, Sonya. Hi, Stefan. And hi, Stephen. Thank you for having me on. I am not a business owner, but I interact with small ground floor business owners in my area daily. As you know, I represent one of the most important parts of our city, which includes the Byward Market. And we have amazing leaders like Stephen Beckta, particularly, who lead the way in terms of diversifying his businesses. La Bottega is another important business that obviously from the closure in March, which we've all faced, to the reopening, to creating a revenue stream on the digital front, it's been tremendous to see those successes, yet there's so many that are struggling based on the period. And I love Invest Ottawa getting into the digital Main Street because it's part of the lifeblood of our local economy. It's part of who we are as people in our city, welcoming residents, welcoming tourists, and supporting our local economy throughout. I see an important future in bricks and mortar and that ground floor retail, but we cannot deny the importance of those digital connections and expanding revenue sources. And I've seen tremendous examples. I've seen others struggle. And I think what this program will offer is no matter your business line, no matter where you're at, there is an approach that and some mentorship that can guide you through surviving this period. We want you to survive so that when we come out of the pandemic, you can thrive and you can drive the future of our local economy. Vous savez, les petites entreprises, c'est des résidents d'Ottawa qui ont un rêve, qui veulent faire un peu de sous, puis qu'à travers ça, aident les résidents d'Ottawa à être desservis, célèbrent l'importance de notre capitale, puis à travers ça, rendent nos communautés actives. Une zone comme le marché Bail est tellement iconique pour son importance locale et à la fois son importance touristique comme capitale. I'm excited about this. I want to see the success. I want our businesses to stay open, and we have to do all that we can. The mayor highlighted a number of initiatives that the city's undertaken. One of the biggest risks right now, and Stephen and the restaurant sector would share with you, is weather. It's the season, the change of the season. What will happen this fall? What will happen this winter? And I see this program being so important for so many of our ground floor retail stakeholders.
Fleury, we're sitting a couple blocks from where I work, and in the oldest part of our city, an area that has survived a long history, DMS is, of course, getting help into their hands, but can you talk a bit about how important it is that we help business owners and let them know about the help that's available?
Business owners are so focused. They're focused on their survival. We've seen great relationship building between business owners and their landlords, and business owners and the community. The community's there to support them, yet they're so focused on the day in, day out operations, and at times are limited. What the Digital Main Street and the Ambassador program will do is expand those opportunities to generate new revenue under the current limitations. We all live with the realities and the measures that have been put in place during the pandemic. We're not debating those. We're working within those to make sure that our businesses can thrive. And my role as a local councillor is on both elements. One is sharing those stories, sharing Stephen's story, sharing the Bottega story, sharing how Ottawa Markets is offering fresh produce online. Who would have thought a number of months ago? And then at the same time, sharing the challenges that some of our business community has faced and why some of them aren't successful, so that we can learn from that and so that we can proof some of the businesses that are in that gray zone. They're not doing well, yet they're not thriving yet. So we have to stay focused. We don't want to see more closures. and I see this program as an important stopgap to offer those additional resources and also those abilities, because it's not every business owner that has that expertise. And I think the team at Invest Ottawa, with the various partnerships with the BIAs, the Board of Trade, can really bring those opportunities for businesses that might not have that expertise in house.
Thank you so much, Councillor Fleury, and I'd like to say thank you to all city councillors who are joining us via Zoom today. This is truly a team effort. It's a citywide effort. We need to come together and support the Main Street businesses that we love, help them to get through this pandemic, and continue serving all of our community the way they have, in some cases for generations. We need to do that together with you. Please join us as an ambassador, Invest Ottawa /ambassador, to sign up to get registered and help us spread the word about this completely free program, resources that will help you get online, get selling quickly, generate new revenue through this pandemic and beyond. We need to do this to help our community. We can be the best community in Canada for rallying around our Main Street business. I am so proud to collaborate with all of the partners, our government, our companies, and all of those who join us here today. A big shout out to my team at Invest Ottawa who made today happen. Very, very grateful. We are going to share those stories that Councillor Fleury just described. There are so many Main Street companies already starting to benefit from DMS. We want all those Main Street companies to be among them, and we want you to help us share the word. When you're picking up food, you're having food delivered, you're engaging safely, social distanced, anywhere you are talking to anyone who could benefit from this program, please join us. We are going to equip you to do just that. Thank you so, so much for being here today. And I'm going to hand it back to Stefan to bring us home.
Thank you, Sonya. You've been a gracious co-host, and thank you for having me participate in today's wonderful announcement. That does conclude today's launch event. And I know you can't see it beneath this mask, but I've been smiling from ear to ear because this is some very exciting news that small business owners in our community can take advantage of. So I also, subjectively, taking off my journalistic cap, want to encourage you to register. Go to investottawa.ca/ambassadors and take advantage of DMS. Thank you so much if you're joining us on Facebook Live, if you're joining us on Zoom, and for everyone in the room as well. Enjoy the rest of your day.